Hello and welcome to Geology Concepts. Today, we are going to discuss a very important topic for your upcoming Combined Geoscientist Mains examination for the year 2024. So many of the students have reached out in the recent past that they are being unable to remember anything that they are reading till now, right? So the thing is that whenever the exam gets nearer, we tend to feel that we are forgetting everything that we have read so far, right? So why do we tend to forget them? What are the strategies that we should follow to overcome that situation? That is something that we are going to discuss in this video. This video will be very, very beneficial as I said earlier also, there are 20 topics and a huge volume of syllabus is there that you have to finish, revise and ultimately write in the exam. And so for that, this video will guide you how to remember and retain everything that you are studying till now and how to replicate it in the exam, right? So before we proceed, let's take a test first, right? I'll ask you some questions and you'll have to pause the video and think it in your mind that what answer that you are going to give when such questions are asked, right? Okay, so let's start with very simple questions. Tell me the stratigraphic sequence of Binyan supergroup. Right? Take 5 seconds and think it in your brain. Okay. So if I ask you what are the stratigraphic sequence of Binyan supergroup, you will be very easily answering this question in the format that all of us have read. That it is Semri, Kaimur, Rewa, Mahandar, right? This is the lower Binyan, this is the upper Binyan sequence. That's easy, isn't it? Very easy to answer. Now let's ask the second question, which is also very easy. What is the environment of deposition of this stratigraphic sequence? Now, most of you who have gone a little bit deeper in the context of Binyan supergroup will be very easily answering this question. But most of us will be able to answer that. What are the environment of deposition, right? Now, let's come to this question. This is the question that is asked in the examination. Describe the tectonic evolution and lithostratigraphic classification of Binyan supergroup and comment on the evolution of depositional environments through time. Now, if you see, there are 3 divisions: tectonic evolution, lithostratigraphic classification, and then depositional environment, right? The thing is, if you see, these 2 questions and this question are nothing different. If you combine these 2 questions, this is the question that you get in the examination. But most of you might have struggled in this question, in the third question, because what happens is we tend to remember things in an order. अगर हमें कोई चीज़ एक ऑर्डर में पूछा जाए, हम बहुत इजीली उस चीज़ को आंसर कर सकते हैं. बट व्हेन दैट थिंग इज आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम इन अ रैंडम फैशन और एन इंटरलिंकेज फैशन और समथिंग दैट इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट वी हैव स्टडीड टिल नाउ इज वेयर वी टेंड टू स्ट्रगल. हम लोग वहाँ पे स्ट्रगल करते हैं, हम भूल जाते हैं कि हमने क्या पढ़ा था. अरे यार, ये तो काफ़ी बड़ा क्वेश्चन है, इसको आंसर करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. वो ऐसे थॉट्स हमारे माइंड में आते हैं. सो दिस इज़ वेयर वी स्ट्रगल, राइट? सो आप एक चीज़ देख सकते हो कि अभी अगर मैंने ये चीज़ दोनों को अलग अलग पूछा, आप जितनी इजीली इसको आंसर कर सकते हो. दिस इज समथिंग दैट मेक्स द जॉब डिफिकल्ट, राइट? So I just wanted to prove a point that whenever we are studying something and whenever we are going to write something in the examination, those 2 situations are very different. Scenarios are very different. We have to act accordingly, right? Now let's understand why we tend to forget things or information that we study for our exam, right? The first thing is we tend to remember in a pattern. जैसे मैंने बोला, अभी मैंने आपको बिंजन सुपर ग्रुप पूछा, बिंजन सुपर ग्रुप का सीक्वेंस पूछे, तो आप सेमरी, काइमूर, रेवा, वांदर अभी वेरी इजीली आपको आंसर आ जाएगा. बट इफ आई आस्क यू व्हाट इज द लोअर what is the basement? What is the basement of lower Vindhyan supergroup? अगर मैं लोअर विंध्यान का बेसमेंट पूछ लूँ तो तुरंत आपको आंसर नहीं आएगा. यू नो द सीक्वेंस. आप फिर से उसको आप जिस पैटर्न में पढ़े हो उसको याद करके फिर आप ये आंसर कर सकते हो. बट एट एन इंस्टेंस यू कैन नॉट डायरेक्टली आंसर द क्वेश्चन. So that is something that I want to tell you, that whenever we read something, we have our own set of way to remember things. We tend to remember in our own patterns. But the problem arises when we go to the exam, because the exam is random. Exam में questions एक sequence में नहीं आएगा, या फिर the thing that you have studied, the examiner is not going to ask questions as per what you have studied, right? There will be interlinkages, there will be randomness in the question, random order में questions आएंगे. So that is something that we have to deal with, and that is why we tend to feel that we are forgetting information when we see random things in the question, isn't it? Now, most of us do this mistake. What do? We repeat and we mindlessly practice. We repeat the information that we are studying and we mindlessly practice again and again. That is the passive learning. We tend to resort to passive learning, right? What is passive learning? That you have made a note, you have made it as per your own needs, as per your own understanding, and then you tend to repeat and mindlessly revise that particular note without keeping in mind what the exam is going to ask and what the PYQs have, how the PYQs have come in the past, right? So that is why we tend to struggle. कि repetition में हम लोग passively learn कर रहे हैं, and then we are mindlessly practicing it without giving any conceptually challenging questions that are going to be asked in the actual examination. That is why we tend to we get that feeling that we are forgetting whatever we are reading, right? And this is the very important part, that there is a difference between familiarity and fluency, right? Whenever you are studying something again and again without even understanding the concepts or principles, मैं आपको कोई भी book दे दूँ आज उठा के, if you study it for 7-8 times, you will become familiar with the book itself, but you are not fluent in that concepts. Whatever written in the book, you are not fluent with that. You are just familiar. So that is the difference between these two. That if you are repeating mindlessly or passively learning something, then you are familiar with the subject, but you are not fluent. That means you are not actively recalling. I'll explain what is active recall in the next slide, but you are not actively learning, right? If you are not actively learning, then your fluency is bad, but you are familiar. When certain random questions come in the exam, we get the feeling that we have read it somewhere, we know that it's there in the books, some part of the book, but we forget what it is and how to retrieve that information and write in our actual exam. So that is the problem that that all of us face, right? Because there is a difference between familiarity and fluency. So most of you are familiar with the concept but not fluent, so that's why you are forgetting the information again and again. Even if you read it now again, मतलब जो चीज़ आप अभी भूल रहे हो उसको अभी पढ़ भी लो, then also you will be forgetting that. Now if I ask you what was the title of the last slide, most of you will not be able to answer because you are just familiar with the slides, because इसको आपने अभी देखा है, but you are not fluent. कि क्या हम बात करें उस पर थोड़ा माइंड लगा के अगर आप उन चीज़ों को समझोगे तब जाके चीज़ें रिट्रीव होना स्टार्ट होते हैं, right? So now these are the problems. Now how do we overcome that, right? That is the actual motto of this video. Now remember this, that whenever you are putting more effort in remembering things, then there is a chances of better retrieval. This is a proved theory and proved concept that whenever we put more efforts, right? Like what is the problem with us is that we tend to go to easy sources. कहाँ से कोई coaching material मिल गया, we tend to resort to coaching materials, other topper note, class slides without your own improvisation, right? We tend to resort to easy things, right? क्योंकि किसी को काम करना ज़्यादा effort डालना पसंद नहीं है, and for that reason what happens is whenever you are putting less effort, then the chances of getting that material into your brain is also less, right? So more effort means a better retrieval, and that effort should not be in the form of only hard work, right? It should be a smart strategy. So it should be a strategy. There should be a better analysis of whatever the previous year questions are asking, and accordingly you should have made your notes or made your efforts to remember things, right? तो इसी चीज के लिए क्या होता है, we tend to forget things, that we put less effort, so for that reason we tend to we lack in retrieving the concept in the actual exam. So put more efforts and that there will be better retrieval, right? So effort कैसे डालना है? The thing is, the concept there is difficult retrieval. That means you have to actively learn in a random order. What do I mean by that? So whenever, suppose for example, you're studying stratigraphy now. So stratigraphy, you are reading, in stratigraphy you are reading Gondwana sequence. So whenever you are studying Gondwana or something that is related to some other subject, then this Gondwana sequence should also be read simultaneously along with paleontologist's perspective, right? So different dimension, different perspectives should be included whenever you are studying similar concepts. So Gondwana sequence अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो आज, तो cover it simultaneously with paleontology. And similarly, if you are studying environment, landslides, then couple it with weathering and erosion and geomorphological concepts like that. So when you do this, what happens is things get interlinked. So whenever things get interlinked, the brain more actively recall them, you actively recall concepts, and you tend to remember them for a longer duration of time, right? अगर सिर्फ टेक्स्ट पढ़ रहे हो, there is a difference between reading the text and remembering the thing. If you are only reading the text, then nothing is getting into your brain. That's why you tend to forget things. So if you are just reading things, it will not give you actually good marks in the exam, because you will not be able to recollect and write them in the actual exam. So for that to happen, you have to actively recall. And actively recall means you have to interlink topics, you have to remember them in a close book recall manner. What happens is when you are starting a subject, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जो टेक्स्ट लिखा हुआ है उसी को फिर से overlook कर देते हैं. And when we go through those pages, we tend to feel that we remember everything. There is a tendency that we मतलब a false sense of knowledge that we get. अगर हम चीज़ों को बस ऐसे स्कीम थ्रू कर रहे हैं, what happens is we tend to feel that we remember everything, but in the actual scenario you don't remember anything, because जब चीज़ें पूछा जाता है, then you struggle there because you have not recollected them actively. So whenever you are starting a subject, close the book, recall whatever you have studied, याद करो कहाँ पे चीज़ें आप lack करो. If it is a conceptual lacking, if you are not able to remember the concept, or you are not able to remember the fact, this part is very easy to solve, because if you are missing on some facts, it's a common thing. Facts are something that we tend to forget more easily. So if you are tending to forget the facts, go back to the book and revise the facts again. But if you are not able to remember the concept, this is where the problem is, because you have not studied that in a holistic manner. For that to happen, इसको अगर solve करना है, then you have to again go back to your reference book, watch videos that explain things in a more clarity or more detail, or you can also contact your teacher who taught you those concepts, right? So by doing this, you are ensuring that you are recollecting everything that you have studied, right? So this closed book retrieval is something that you can practice for the next 14 days, right? Please do this, and you will see that things are getting easier to remember. Now, whenever I say this another part of active learning is elaborate. Elaborate means you have to first interlink. That, like I said, active recalling का सबसे बड़ा part है interlinkage, and then closed book recall, and then also you have to visualize कि चीज़ें कैसे हो रहे हैं. You have to make pictures, because mind stores information in form of picture and not in form of text. So visualize whatever you are studying. Visualize them through a perspective that you feel easy with. You can remember them as it is, or can link them with your real life scenarios. Whatever suits you, do that, but visualize them, because text ज़्यादा याद नहीं रहेंगे, pictures जितना ज़्यादा देखो उतना याद रहेंगे चीज़. So pictures as something, picturize or visualize something that you are studying. And also the thing is, whenever you are elaborating something, that means you should also make yourself aware of that concept. ऐसे पढ़ो ताकि आप खुद को उसको पढ़ा सको. मतलब whenever you are studying something, you should be able to explain that concept to yourself first. So that is why these are the steps that you can overcome that feeling of not remembering the things that you are studying, right? So what are the key takeaways? Don't mindlessly highlight or rewrite your notes. क्या होता है, लोग चीज़ों को बिना, बस बुक है, बुक के चैप्टर्स पढ़ रहे हैं, उसको बस हाईलाइट कर रहे हैं. Keep it a habit that until unless you are thorough with that concept, you have thoroughly understood what is written in that text, you will not highlight that text ever again. Highlight only the important keywords that are important to revise the concepts quickly. The highlighting is something that should be done to revise the concepts quickly and not mindlessly just scrolling down through the page, right? So don't do that and don't rewrite your notes again and again. उसी notes को एक बार पढ़ रहे हैं, फिर उसको लिख रहे हैं, फिर पढ़ रहे हैं, फिर लिख रहे हैं. It doesn't, the marginal productivity is zero here. So you have to just keep your books closed, actively recall them, whatever you have studied, and don't recall in a pattern. Rather, I'll say do active recalling, right? In a random order. जैसे स्टडी अभी पढ़ रहे हो, पैलेंटोलॉजी पे स्विच करो. अगर गोंडवाना पढ़ रहे हो तो गोंडवाना को कंप्लीट करो पैलेंटोलॉजी से. So do active recall in a random order. That will help you to retrieve the concept for a longer duration of time, and also it will help you to answer random questions in the exam as well, right? अगर interlinkages होगा तो आप कुछ भी relevant लिख सकते हो. Otherwise you will not be able to write precise answers in the exam. And finally that you have to focus on your PYQs. The PYQs देखो, चीज़ें पढ़ने के बाद questions पे जाओ and simulate that exam environment in your brain so that you can recollect and remember things that you have studied. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आपको एग्जाम में सब चीज़ें आएगा. आपको जो पढ़े हो, whatever you have studied till now, you will have to simulate that thing and make it fit to the explanation or the whatever the demand of the question is, right? So do that. Simulate the exam environment in your brain. Read and then go back to your PYQs again and again. Most of us don't do that PYQ revision towards the last because चीज़ें पाइल अप होके रहते हैं और हमें लगता है कि और अभी PYQs नहीं देखना है, बस चीज़ें जो पढ़े हैं उसी को पढ़ते जाएंगे. Don't do that. You will fail miserably. Just whenever you are finishing a chapter, go back to the PYQs and see whatever you remember, what you have remembered and what you are forgetting. And whatever you have forgotten, you will get a reality check there, right? So do that. And finally, I'll say, limit your social media use. Don't fall for the discussions that what to do, what not to do, and consuming a lot of content in the last time is something that you should limit, right? Limit your social media use and be physically and mentally active so that you can be fit and recollect things in a better way, right? So I hope this answers your query of how to recollect or remember things towards the end of your examination to the preparation, and I hope all of you are doing well, and you will implement I also hope that you will implement all these strategies into your examination preparation, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you again.